7. Barrett outside the switch. Taj Gibson goes, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home. Broke his ankles.
What's going on, guys? Welcome into Clutch B-Ball TV. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night, as I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not going to have some pom-poms up. I'm not going to be like a cheerleader. This game was absolutely unacceptable. Like, you got to be better in this game. We came out with the W 103-99, but when you're up 21 points, you're playing a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like, that's the worst team in the league. They currently hold the first overall pick, the best odds, of course. Top 3 now get the best odds or whatever, the same amount of odds. But I believe the Pistons are second. You got to pull out this win. You have to. You really do have to. And I'm one of those people that's really weird. I'm a very superstitious person. I wanted to play D'Angelo Russell because I was like, Ricky Rubio, higher basketball IQ. He's going to hit some unnecessary threes against us. He's going to have some nice defensive plays, maybe there and there. Not the most consistent defender, but he's a very smart basketball player. And I'm like, I already see the game plan happening. Payne's going to back off Rubio, and then he's going to hit some unnecessary threes. And D'Angelo Russell, more talented player, but he may make those low basketball IQ types of plays. And that's kind of what happened in this game. Rubio was a key glue guy. Naz Reid, as well as a Karl-Anthony Towns. Juancho Hernan-Gomez hit a 3 in this game as well. I love Naz Reid. I love the physicality he plays with in this game. And I was really scared of another trap game. I was making jokes. I was like, okay, if we lose to the Timberwolves, then we should just freaking tank. And we should be so lucky or just so happy we came out this W. Like, in the inside, don't express it, because this was a freaking pathetic win. A win's a win, I guess, though, at the end of the day. But going into the Target Center, at least I think that's what they still call it. I really don't pay attention to that cursed franchise like us. Like, I already have to pay attention to one cursed franchise. I'm not paying attention to another cursed franchise, if you know what I mean. Anthony Edwards was really off in this game as well. You guys know my stance on Anthony Edwards. I believe I made a video on him. I'm not sure. Like a long time ago during like the pre-draft process. Anyway, I'm talking so loud. Starting off in this basketball game, they were killing us from beyond the arc. Karl-Anthony Towns, Ricky Rubio stepping out, hitting some threes, and I think that was the game plan for Tom Thibodeau. Like, give Ricky Rubio the space outside the perimeter, because we're really scared of the way he's going to facilitate and penetrate. That is his bread and butter inside. We don't want him to facilitate, get easy buckets for a guy like a Karl-Anthony Towns, get the defense to collapse and kick out to a guy like Anthony Edwards, you know? And Malik Beasley, who is their leading scorer, 20 points per game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's be real. The only reason, like, he's a bucket, but the only reason he's their leading scorer is because of a guy like of Karl-Anthony Towns that has been out, sadly, due to the virus, of course. But I thought we did a very solid job keeping him in check. I thought we did a solid job keeping Karl-Anthony Towns in check at the beginning of this game. We did the best job we could with the personnel we had on the defense side of the basketball for a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns. Not the greatest defensively, but he has many moves in his arsenal when it comes to offense. He can spot up from downtown. He has good post moves. His physicality, had a very nice pass inside in this game as well. But he's definitely a finesse type of player, and Noel kind of struggled with his mobility at the beginning of this game. Noel did end up fouling out, but I thought he did a very solid job, or he did the best he could do up against like Karl-Anthony Towns. But I was really scared the way Towns started off in this game, because I was like, is Noel going to be able to keep up offensively? We're going to really need someone to step up in this game. And that just, it really scared me. It really did scare me how this game started off. I really hoped it wasn't like a trap game like the Orlando Magic. I was like, we need to get this W. Got to stay in the playoff race. Got to stand in those standings. No pun intended. But we were like the 8th seed, and while this game was going on, might be the 7th seed at the moment. Maybe wrong on that, though. We're one game under 500. Can we finally get to 500? That is the key thing. But just this game, like, when we weren't able to score the ball, you guys know I'm not a big Alfred Payne guy, but I'm a New York Knicks fan, so I'm going to give credit to someone who helps the New York Knicks win a game. And Alfred Payne, I thought, did a very good job being aggressive, attacking the basket. He initiated contact pretty well, getting to the charity stripe, knocked down his free throws. He made some solid plays. Again, I'm not an Alfred Payne guy. He's not a part of the future, but he was a big reason we kind of put them in check, or were able to keep up with them at the beginning of this basketball game. Julius Randle, someone that really didn't score much when it came to the first and second quarter. At halftime, he had 12 points, even though he kind of seems like this guy that always turns it on in the second half. But I love the Julius Randle this season, letting the game come to him. He's not forcing the issue. He's not making as many like dumb plays, if you know what I'm saying. He's actually letting the game come to him, and he's keeping his head up and making the right key basketball plays. And that's what he did. Like, in this first half, I really loved the way he played in this first half. Kind of hated the way he got conservative in the second half. RJ Barrett, you take a look at a guy like RJ Barrett, I thought he kind of like forced the issue attacking the basket. Like, yes, it's great to attack the basket, but sometimes it looks like he tries to force himself like at the basket. Sometimes I would like to see him fake going to the basket more and like step back from mid-range territory. I love that mid-range shot he has in his arsenal. Definitely needs to get better off the dribble, but I like the way RJ Barrett played in this game when it was all said and done. I really did like the aggressiveness he put on towards the end of the game. I love how he's not afraid of the big moment. But I thought Noel did the best he could up against like a guy like Karl Anthony Towns with this type of mobility for sure. But Bullock, we know what Bullock is. Is there like really a point of talking about Bullock anymore? We know that he's an okay defender. He's not a great defender. Maybe call him solid. I'm not going to say good. He's going to hit shots in there and there. He might hit 7 in a row. He might miss 7 in a row. Like, that's what Bullock is. He's a veteran. He's going to be vocal out there on the court. He's going to tell players where to be. Like, there's certain things behind the scenes that we don't know when it comes to Tom Thibodeau and his relationships with these players, or like why they're so important to this team. Sometimes it's not always the production, it's the leadership, telling guys where to be on the court. Like, quickly has some things to learn about. So like when you're a point guard, you're very vocal, and I don't know if he's ready to give keys to such a young guy that has to be vocal, telling guys where to go, especially a guy like Julius Randle, who's been in this league longer and may know more even about like being a lead guard. Of course, he's not a lead guard, but learning experience from playing with certain guys, you know, or getting experience from learning from other point guards, you know, learning about the game of basketball, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, I thought the starting unit played solid in this game. The bench was atrocious, though. I'll say that right now. The bench was freaking atrocious. Derrick Rose comes into this basketball game. Alec Burks was actually first. Then it was Derrick Rose. Then it was quickly... Then I believe it was Taj Gibson, and then it was Obi Toppin. But Alec Burks came in, hit a nice shot. I thought Alec Burks played solid. He kind of put this game away at the end with the free throws, which we love to see. Like, I've always had confidence in Alec Burks. He's a guy that's always been productive wherever he went. If it was Philly, Golden State, Utah, like my mindset with Alec Burks, he's a very solid veteran. Like, I had confidence he was going to bounce back and have a solid game back from his injury. Like, of course, he was injured a couple weeks ago, I believe, but there's still a flow to get back into acclimated to the NBA speed, if you know what I'm saying. But I thought Burks did a solid job. He's not going to put up the most eye-popping stats, but he's going to do little things out there in the basketball court. But Derrick Rose was atrocious. He couldn't hit like one of his push shots. He just couldn't hit a three. He was atrocious on the offense side of the basketball. He may show some flashes defensively. We know he's not the greatest defensive player. He was making the right reads, but simply he could not make basketball shots. Quickly, I thought he was going to have a great game. He had the nice, like, sidestep three. But besides that, Quickly really did not play well in this basketball game. He still needs to get better reading screens when it comes to the defense side of the basketball. He is a rookie, but a lot of these players have a lot to work on when it comes to their overall games. Taj Gibson, again, he's a guy that does little things. He's not going to do anything eye-popping. He's going to have his hustle. He did a good job. I believe he had a second effort play of getting an offensive rebound, drawing a foul. Sadly, he missed both free throws, though. Taj Gibson is just someone that's really going to teach the young guys. He's going to bring some energy. He's going to play very hard out there on the court. Obi had some nice flashes passing the basketball. It seems like whenever I talk about Obi, I'm talking about a kindergartner, because I'm trying to, like give him credit. Like, I'm trying to talk about him, like, in a real way, but I also don't want to hurt his feelings, you know what I'm saying? Because he is our 8th overall pick, but he has a lot to work on when it comes to his shot, the post, just, like, not going to do it. He has a lot to work on. That's what I'm going to say about Obi Toppin. But yeah, we did a solid job keeping a guy like Anthony Edwards in check. I thought we did a very good job keeping a guy like Malik Beasley in check in this game. Even though Edwards made 3 threes, Malik Beasley is their leading scorer, 20 points per game. A big reason of that is because Karl Anthony Towns has been out majority of the season. But isn't it crazy? Someone said the stat. I believe it was the commentator. I don't know if it was Walt Frazier. I believe it was. That D'Angelo Russell and Karl Anthony Towns have only played 5 games together, and Karl Anthony Towns wanted D'Angelo Russell. They're so bad, and they've only played 5 games together starting. That is just crazy to me. That's just the bad luck from the Minnesota Timberwolves. But yeah, to close it out, like in the second quarter, going to halftime, Julius Randle had a nice step back. Like, it looked like we were going to win this game. We were up like 61-51. We looked like we had the momentum. Third quarter, Julius Randle raining threes. It just looked like a good game. And I thought we would have put them away if the bench provided like any type of spark. But there was really not a spark in this game. So when we did go on a run, RJ Barrett playing very well. I love the aggressiveness. He hit a 3 in this game. He played better in the second half. I was really happy with that for sure. But the bench just simply did not help. Karl Anthony Towns lighting it up. Naz Reid bringing his physicality to this game. Juancho Hernan-Gomez, I'm not going to say it was a timely three, but he hit a three in this game as well. And it was just absolutely disappointing to see that 21-point lead go away. And then heading into the fourth quarter, I believe we had 4 or 6 points. It was 4 or 6 points in like the first 3 or 4 minutes. And it was just atrocious, guys. It was atrocious. They got conservative. It looked like they were scared to take a certain shot in this game. It was just terrible to see. Karl Anthony Towns took terrible shots, which really helped us. And I think if Anthony Edwards was on and he had like still that streak going on, it's very possible we could have lost this game. And I don't know why. I kind of would have been more afraid to have Edwards have the ball in that certain situation, because he's a guy that's not afraid of the big moment and he's going to shoot it no matter what. But we know Karl Anthony Towns is lighting us up in this game, and Ricky Rubio is making the right plays, and he's a veteran. So it really scared me. But quickly getting into foul trouble definitely did not help as well. Noel fouling out down the stretch. Luckily, the game was kind of like, it wasn't over actually. That was actually a very key foul. I think Karl Anthony Towns gave us the lead with like kind of a hook shot near the basket or a layup, but I believe that like tied it or made it even closer. Like at one point when we took the lead back, it was just what a scary game. It was just, oh my gosh, my nose itches, and I have no hair anymore to pull out, so I don't even know what to do. But no, I got a haircut. I didn't lose all my hair, if you guys are wondering. But RJ Barrett, just like talking about towards the end of this game, RJ Barrett and one looked like he gave us like commanding, I believe like up 3 or 4 points or whatever. Like, and one, but misses free throw. Julius Randle had an and one, missed the free throw. And it was just so freaking frustrating. Timberwolves open 3 in the corner, they missed. Like, and then when it came down to like the final key play, like to really like glue it all together, Karl Anthony Towns fadeaway jumper, in and out. It was half down and out, and I was just like, that's the Minnesota Timberwolves in a nutshell. They're a cursed organization. If that was any other team, they would have made it on us. But thank you, Karl Anthony Towns, for just being so thoughtful and missing the shot. You love us Knicks fans, and we really appreciate it. But yes, guys, the Knicks do come out the W, but if we do want to go on and have some commanding wins in the future, we definitely need to the bench to step up. But let me know down below your thoughts and analysis. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.